Dober dan, lepo pozdravljeni. Rečeno mi je bilo, naj rečem, da naj ne rečem, upam, da se slišimo, ampak če bodo kakšne tehnične težave, prosim, sporočite v chat. Torej, spoštovani gospod prorektor, spoštovani predavatelji in predavateljice, spoštovani študenti in študentke, mentori in mentorice, dobrodošli na prvem iz serije spletnih dogodkov, ki se osredotočajo na ravnanje s podatki. Dear speakers and participants, welcome to the first in the series of events on research data management organized by the University Office for Library Activities and the Doctoral School at the University of Ljubljana. The events are primarily aimed at doctoral students, but are relevant also for their supervisors and other researchers that would like to learn about the basics of research data management. The aim of the webinar series is twofold. First, through a series of lectures, we'd like to acquaint our doctoral students with the concept of research data management in the framework of open science. This knowledge will be relevant not only during your doctoral studies, but throughout your whole research careers. As I'm sure you are all very well aware, good data management is crucial for high quality research and is also vital for data sharing, for making sure the data you collect is accessible to others and can be used at a later time. So in the long run, researchers themselves benefit from well-conducted data management, and this is why we find it important. The talk by Dr. Sonja Bezjak will focus on the importance of data handling later on. Our second aim is more of a practical nature. Many of you will know that submitting a research data management plan is already a requirement when applying for EU grants, and that even senior researchers are sometimes overwhelmed when it comes to filling out the relevant forms. We believe that if we prepare our doctoral students already during their doctoral studies, such inevitable tasks will be easier at later stages of their careers. Part of this training is the new requirement we've introduced at our university, which is that doctoral students submit the draft of the research data management plan with the dissertation proposal. This usually happens in their second year, and again later with their dissertation at the end. This requirement was introduced last year and is relevant for students who started their doctoral programs in the year 21-22. The events such as this one are thus here also to help the students and the supervisors complete this task, address the concerns, provide answers to various questions that come to mind, and so on. The data management plan for doctoral students will be presented later today in more detail by Professor Daniel Skočaj and Dr. Mojca Kotar. Now, let me say a few words on how today's event is organized as regards to language and debate. The language of the presentations is mainly English. You can, however, ask questions either in English or Slovenian. Now, if you have a question, please post it in the chat. We will address your questions in the debate session, mostly, but if there are shorter questions, maybe we can address some of them also after each individual presentation. Now, we also encourage you to send us your questions by email after the event. We might not be able to answer all of your questions because there are many participants today, so we'll do that later, and we'll post this with the other materials that we will post on our website. Now, the recording of the webinar will be available for later viewing, and we will also provide transparencies of the presentations in both languages. You can find information about this and our other future webinars on our Doctoral School and Open Science pages, and you will also receive an invitation by email for each individual event. We plan to organize 5 webinars like the one today, and 1 event for doctoral students, the so-called annual meeting, letno srečanje Doktorske šole, which is to take place on the 2nd of June in person, and which will be also practically oriented. We plan to provide case studies that are relevant for data research and management. So we really encourage you to send questions, proposals, and so on in advance. Now we go to our presentations and to our talks. There has been a slight change in the program. Director, who was supposed to give an opening talk, couldn't join us today. I'm now announcing, it is a great pleasure to announce our first speaker, the Vice Rector for Research and Doctoral Studies, Professor Dr. Anton Ramšak. Thank you.